are only in your 20s. Read that again. It's not too late, not even close. Not to start over, not to try again, not to become a completely different version of yourself. Because despite everything you have heard, your 20s are not a deadline. They are a doorway. I know what the world tells you, okay? By 25, you are supposed to be settled in a solid job. By 27, maybe a stable relationship. By 29, some kind of long-term plan, like a mortgage, a career path, a direction. But here's the truth, nobody tells you enough. Your 20s are not about having it all figured out. They are about figuring out that you never had to follow anyone else's timeline. The pressure you feel to build the perfect life, the good job, the decent apartment, the Instagram-worthy milestones is real, but it's also the fastest way to live someone else's dream and call it your own. Like, we spent years anticipating our 20s as the moment when real life begins, and then we get here and many of us realize the dream isn't enough, the checklist doesn't quiet the inner void, and that's when the panic sets in, because you thought it was supposed to feel like something by now and it doesn't. Most people don't stumble in their 20s because they failed. They stumble because they succeeded in building a life they don't actually want. They look around and see the job, the relationship, the apartment, and they don't see themselves. You can have everything, look right on the outside and feel completely lost on the inside. Why? Because you followed a blueprint, not your own inner compass. So if you are listening to this and you feel stuck, if you feel disconnected, numb, unsure, unmotivated, it's not because something is wrong with you. It's because your soul is trying to get your attention. Starting over is not failure. It's a radical act of self-respect. It says, I deserve to live a life that feels aligned. I deserve to build again, but this time with intention. Like, you can start over at 21. You can start over at 29. You can start over at 32. There is no point in your life when beginning again is off limits. And starting over doesn't have to mean burning everything to the ground. It means choosing differently, choosing not to settle, choosing to question, choosing to change your mind. The strongest people I know are not the ones who stuck to the same story their whole lives. They are the ones who have the courage to rewrite the script even when it scared them, even when it meant being misunderstood, even when it meant being alone for a while. Your 20s are not just for building, they are for unlearning. Unlearning lukewarm relationships that drain you, unlearning old stories that say you are not good enough, smart enough, or worthy enough, unlearning the idea that success looks the same for everyone. This is the decade where you realize you have been told who to be and you finally decide who you actually are. That work is messy. It's not linear, it doesn't always come with applause or understanding, but it's real and it's yours and it will save you. The people you compare yourself to, they are just figuring out too. Some people get married at 22 and divorce at 30. Some start a business at 35 and become millionaires by 40. Some don't find their purpose until their kids are grown. Some feel lost until one random day at 28 when everything clicks. Time isn't running out. Time is unfolding. Your only job is to listen to yourself, to that quiet voice that says, this doesn't feel right. To the little urges that say, try something different. To the part of you that wants more. Not more success, not more approval, more truth, more you. You do not need permission to change your life. You do not need a perfect plan. You do not need everyone to understand. You only need to decide that you are worthy of more, that you can trust yourself, and that starting over is better than staying stuck. Genuinely unhappy people are rarely suffering from lack of opportunity. They are suffering from disconnection. They have given their power away to circumstances. They are waiting for the right person to fix them or the right job to save them. But here's the truth. It was always you. It was always going to be you. The one who decided, the one who rebuilt, the one who finally shows the kind of life that feels real. So how do you start over? You get quiet, you listen to the part of you beneath the fear, beneath the noise. You ask, what do I want now? Not what did I want at 18, not what do people expect of me, but what is true for me in this moment. You stop trying to reflect your way into a new life. You stop trying to think your way into courage. You act small steps, one foot in front of the other. And that's how a new life begins. You are only in your 20s. You are allowed to start over. You are allowed to change your mind. You are allowed to become someone else. Someone more you. This is not the end. This is the beautiful, terrifying, magical beginning. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to take the next right step. And that, my friend, is how your life begins. And this was the message of today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. And that's it. I see you in the next video. Bye!